forward. I've been more interested in photography lately, I think because I do so much work on the net, and I am so attuned to the aesthetics of presentation using text and images together. We are a heavily image-based society. If you just look at, I just read an article in the New York Times the other day about the how TV is going to not die, but be reinvented through the electronic medium. And we are seeing that already with Hulu and various video sites, not to mention the popularity of YouTube. So I've been kind of interested in images. Never really done a lot. I've never really done any photography myself. Never even gotten into photography. But you know what the great thing about this life, human life, is that we discover things. And I didn't consider photography to be of interest to me until I opened up a book in a library. And it's like we follow the thread. And I followed the thread from my early curiosity was piqued, I think, when I started using images in my blogs. And then started to communicate with the artists, asking them if I could use their images, and developing relationships, and finally now coming to an aesthetic of presentation of the image, and seeing how the image works in a web page, and how it appears, and how it comes, the mood it creates. So I am interested in photography right now. Let me just show you a couple pictures that had a strong effect on me. This picture in particular is by an artist, a photographer named Shomai Tomatsu, and the title of the picture is Yamaguchi Senji, who was injured 1.2 kilometers from the epicenter of the blast, taken in 1962. Take a look at this picture. Okay, I don't know how closely you were able to see that. This is a pretty disturbing picture of this man's face and the effects of Hiroshima on his face. Photography can be a powerful experience. When we look at it, we are jolted into an emotion that maybe was buried or we haven't had before, and it gives us a very immediate sensation. Not all art forms are as present-minded as photography. Music is another. Music and photography, they bring us into the present moment immediately. Whereas reading a book, you might be carried away from the present in a certain sense. Maybe the experience of reading can cause you to become nostalgic or more past-minded. The photograph that is compelling thrusts you into the present moment. I want to read a quote that I have here, which was very interesting to me, by Paul Strand, a photographer, in the 19th volume of Aperture. This is 1974. He says, "You see, the extraordinary thing about photography is that it's a truly popular medium. But this has nothing to do with the art of photography, even though the same materials and the same mechanical devices are used. Thoreau said years ago, 'You can't say more than you see.' No matter what lens you use, no matter what speed of the film it is, no matter how you develop it, no matter how you print it, you cannot say more than you see." That's what that means, and that's the truth. Really what I'm interested in is what Thoreau says here. You cannot say more than you see. That's powerful. We are revealed to others within seconds. We are transparent. People can see us for what we are. We cannot deceive each other. And when we create art, our limitations are perfectly apparent. And that's why it's so difficult to create art, because there is a powerful sense of self-consciousness that intrudes upon the freedom to just be. And I think a lot of artists fear this open transparency. It's true, though. You can't say more than you can see. Okay. Now, I don't think I had any pictures in here. There are some really wonderful pictures in here as well. I'm gonna put this aside, and I want to read some poetry now. This is from a book called Poems to Live By in Uncertain Times by Joan Murray, and that's exactly right. We are living in uncertain times. Unemployment and the economic crisis is everywhere. At the same time, I find it interesting that we don't have a very good grasp of how bad things are. We don't seem to really know. There's so much talk in newspapers, and I want to know how many of us are suffering. I want to know that, because I think the media has a way of exaggerating or understating things. We get a very distorted sense of the world from the media, and we are living in a very well taken care of society. Most people are okay, whereas some other countries are not okay, even when they're not in crisis. So I think I'm interested in knowing how people are doing out there in this time. I'm going to read this. It's called We Are Running. And this is an existential poem to me. It's by Lucille Clifton. We are running, and time is clocking us from the edge like an only daughter. Our mothers stream before us, cradling their breasts in their hands. Oh, pray that what we want is worth this running.